All right, let's get some breaking news out of Walker County. Deputies making arrests at a campsite in the Empire community.
All of this happening this morning when deputies were executing a search warrant at the site off York Mountain Road. You see that here, and you'll also see your reporter Shane Trail now joining us live after talking to some of the people who live in that area. Shane, what are they saying?
I heard something. I woke up. I come outside. I see they got him. He looking bad, like they snatched his hair out of his head.
It was an unexpected awakening Tuesday morning for Lando and others at a campsite off York Mountain Road and Blackberry Ridge Road in Walker County. Lando tells WBRC he is the organizer of a ministry that has been living at the rural campsite for a few months, with permission and while paying rent to the property owner who lives in Arkansas.
Hey, I got some land. If you need somewhere to live, about a year, get yourself together. Maybe need some drug and alcohol treatment to get away from it. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why we do what we do.
Lando says in November, the property owner told the group to leave. He claims the group had already paid rent for the month and had packed most of their tents, planning to leave this week, when law enforcement arrived Tuesday morning.
There's an operation at the Sheriff's Department.
Smith says that one handgun was recovered from the campsite along with illegal narcotics.
We have arrested some of the individuals connected to this campsite. We have released the others. They are getting their belongings and they are leaving the property.
Lando claims the handgun is registered to someone who is no longer living at the campsite. He says the drug was marijuana. Lando says that while he understands law enforcement was just doing their job, he wishes it had been handled differently.
I just felt like they could have came and said, hey, Ms. Blair said you gotta go. And I'd been like, look, we already empty. We would be gone. If he would have just woke me up and said, hey man, y'all supposed to be gone, yeah, we leaving today.
Shalom, shalom, giving all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the elect. It's your brother Ra'aya back with another video. And yeah, man, Jake is bugging. 2/3 Jake is bugging. This is why, you know. And look, throughout the video when I was letting it play, I was trying to keep from laughing because I'm like, man, Jake is really out here bugging like this. Jake ain't had no business.
Organizer of a ministry that has been living at the rural campsite for a few months with.
Jake ain't had no business doing this, but the thing is, it's like, you know, they out there and then they smoking weed. And then
Organizer of a ministry that has been living.
That's not even the bad part. I mean, the worst part about it, right? I read the article, what's going on out there, and it says several people living in a campsite close to the community of Empire, Alabama, as part of a religious cult who believes their leader is the incarnation of Jesus Christ, have been arrested because they believe their leader is the incarnation of who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, right? About 15 people from across the country have been living at his site for 5 months with Lando. The guy name is Lando, leader of More Than the Prophet Ministries, who call himself the only begotten son of the living power of the living God, right? See, this is why Yahweh Shem Yahushua had his sword come against Jake, right? This is why he had his sword come against
Walker
them.
County. Lando
Because they doing this type of foolishness, right? But the Lord did say, Yahweh, he said that there will be, you know, false Hamashiachs in this time. So this is Matthew 24, and we're going to get verse, let's get verse 23. And it says, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. But look, it's not possible because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has, you know, set a mark upon the elect for exemption, but he has given the elect the truth. And these people, these 2/3 of Jakes, this is crazy work right here. And this is just the beginning of them coming down on Jake, really. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, but they are coming for these leaders. And look, if they saying that this is an actual religious cult, right? But how much so would they consecute us with being like unto these people? You know what I mean? Because the Lord did say that he's gonna come, let me get that second address. 16, was it 16 and 71? Yep. The second address 16 and 71, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And those that fear the Lord are the Israelites, us. So they coming for everybody. They're going to end up coming for everybody. But how much more are they going to try to, make us look as if we're the same as these people right here? You know what I mean? That shit I'm just like, man, Jake is bugging. And then he said that handcuffed by leg face down during Tuesday. So a little girl already cleaning the campsite. But yeah, they was bugging, man. They ain't had no business doing this type of shit. And look, this that same spirit that IUIC be coming in, like talking about something, we gonna get some land and we gonna go out there and we gonna have the ministry out there. Man, Esau's gonna come down and tear that bitch out the frame. Like, come on now. Come on now. If they do it to them, they'll do it to you, Bishop Nate. But that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I ain't gonna draw this out. And with that, I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akak Wadash. Shalom, y'all. On to the next one.